Hey everybody, final thoughts time for Paramedics Clear, which is a blast. Jen and I have really enjoyed this. And it's this interesting game coming from Smirk and Dagger, who is a publisher known for only putting out games that are really hardcore, take that in-your-face, nasty, aggressive games where players are just trying to screw each other over non-stop. I mean, they're the makers of Cutthroat Caverns, which is a game all about being incredibly cutthroat. And so I think it says a lot that this publisher that has their niche, they know what they like, they've gone on ahead and put out this, it's a competitive game, but it is so much more live and let live because everybody's not working together, but everybody's working just to try to save as many lives as possible. And it's not about me trying to screw you, it's about me just trying to do the best I can at treating these people. It's a really big about face for Smirk and Dagger, and but I can understand why they did it. Why they decided to take a chance on something that's not in their wheelhouse, because this game is a blast, folks. It is a hoot. Jen and I have enjoyed it quite a bit. The theme is absolutely wonderful. It just is a great and wonderful sensation to be saving lives as opposed to killing stuff or destroying stuff or chasing after stuff or not that there's anything wrong with those other things, but it's just a nice breather from the normal styles of games that are available in board game format. I mean, this is just it's a great feeling to save these lives. And also, I have to say, this game is hilarious too. If you were paying attention to the run through, you might have noticed a couple of the injuries. They're just silly. I mean, there's a board game accident is in here, and the art that comes with these that represents these different traumatic injuries that we're trying to recover people from is hilarious as well. Although, to be fair, it's not like you have any time at all during play to actually stop and appreciate how clever and funny it is, because you are just up against it. The game is just a non-stop pressure cooker, which I really appreciate too, that as soon as I'm done, I hit clear, I'm supposed to hit the button immediately again to immediately put you under pressure, because you should never really feel like you get a moment's break. It's interesting too, because in theory, while Jen is going and she's doing her stuff, I should have all the time in the world to make a plan for thinking what I'm going to do here. But I find myself just so caught up in the drama of what she's doing, I often forget to think about, right, how am I going to use these cards? What am I going to do? And then when the timer's like, oh God, now I got to... Yeah. But I say that as a testament to just how easy it is to get caught up in the drama and the action and the emotion. A big part of that is because of the app too. Now, you don't need an app. You can just use any timer you want. Put a glass of water in your microwave and turn it on for 60 seconds if you want to, as that's the only way you can do time. It is kind of weird the game didn't come with hourglasses and whatnot, but I guess that's just to keep the cost down. I don't know. But still, I wouldn't want to play this game without the app because the sound effects, the what do you call it, the EKG, the heart rate monitor going beep, 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 and when it goes into overdrive because you're about to lose the patient, you got to hit clear really fast, like you're trying to defib them and stuff like that. And the alarm sounds like, anybody remember that Paramedics show from the 70s? I don't remember what it was called, but man, I loved that show. And it just nostalgic memories flooded back of watching that as a little kid because of those. And the fact that the game actually encourages you to role play. I guess it's strictly speaking isn't required, but the rules say you are supposed to do your call sign when you start, when you are supposed to say clear when you stop, you are supposed to say sustain when you tap them and all of that. It's not necessary, but it just helps put you in the role and let you get caught up in the excitement because this game just provides that in spades. It's a fun little puzzle to solve in real time, how to best use these cards, including engaging a trade with other players. I've only gotten to play this as a two-player game. I think this would be even more fun with more players because then trade becomes that much more valuable. Okay, somebody's got a purple, right? Nobody wants these. Come on, somebody's going to give me a purple to take 2 cards or what have you. It's really sharp. It's a blast. I have to admit, I really only have one complaint about the game. It's a minor one, and it's easily solved. But you saw there were those wild cards in there. Jen and I played a couple of games of this where one player, I believe in the entire deck of supply cards, there are 4, if I recall correctly, wild cards, and it is entirely possible in a 2-player game that one player ends up getting all of them just by random luck. Because at the end of your turn, if you've done well, you're drawing 5 more cards. And if you're drawing that many cards every round, chances are it's not unreasonable for you to end up getting all of them. And if one player gets all the wild cards just through random happenstance, they're going to win. They just are. There's no way the other player who got none is going to be able to make up for that. Now, of course, with more players, it's less likely that one player is going to be able to bogart them all. But Jen and I have seen it happen a few times. Practically almost every single time we played, Jen or I have ended up getting the lion's share of them, and it felt like an unfair advantage. Our solution for that, we've just taken them out, which is too bad because they are cool, and they're particularly cool in relation to the display. I mean, if they come out in the display, the notion of giving up 2 cards to take one, that is an interesting decision. I mean, it'd be really, really nice. I mean, maybe I haven't really thought about this till now. Maybe it's just that after your turn is over and you're redrawing your hand, if you get a wild card, you should just shuffle it back into the deck. And then draw again. That wild cards should only be able to come out as one of the cards that are in the display. That might make sense. That maybe, yeah. I mean, I'm really loath to do house rules, but something like that might be necessary because they are cool to have. They do create interesting decisions, but if one player just gets lucky and grabs them all in a 2-player game, they've won the game, and that ain't cool. That's not right. But like I said, it's an easy problem to solve, and it's a tiny little complaint in what is otherwise an absolutely stellar package. It's dramatic, it's hilarious, it's fun. Another great thing too, the rules talk about how it's also scalable because this is definitely a game that you can get good at. And if you are an expert at this game, playing against other players who are brand new, super easy way to balance the difficulty. Have the expert players always run on 30-second timers and have the new players run at 60-second timers so that they get twice as much time because they're not used to the rhythms and how best to make how to play their cards and whatnot. That's brilliant too. This is a very inclusive game. It's a bit daunting to jump in for the first time you play this. So letting a player feel like they've just got that little bit of extra breathing room because they've got a longer timer, that's really sharp too. Everything about this game is sharp. I'm really, really pleased with it. Jen and we absolutely adore it. Good job, Smirk and Dagger, getting away from the cutthroats into, I don't know, maybe this is a brave new future for them. I don't know, but that's it, folks. That is Paramedics Clear. And thanks very much for watching. Have a very, very nice day. Talk to you later. So long. Bye-bye.